Okay, back again, Animoji Gaming. So today, this is one of the two last video that I will create Animoji that's currently exists on my OTG drive. So it was just 64 gigabyte of flash drive. So that's the reason why it definitely cannot consist of all of the my previous footage of the first early gameplay that was recorded through Zoom. So the last one was gonna be the Cyberpunk, even though I'm actually recently record a new one, just a single games, because I just recently installed the Watch Dogs 2 since the Watch Dog Legion has been moved into my old gaming PC again until it was finally released on the Steam perhaps, which I will buy it if it has a discount, like during the winter sale on the Epic Games or in the Ubisoft Connect itself. But since even though I was on the Watch Dogs 2 on various kind of platforms, starting from the PlayStation 4, the Steam, and then the Epic Games, it can actually combine it to a single entity because it definitely needs to be connected into the Ubisoft Connect, which like centralize all of your Ubisoft games. So that's pretty good, even though, yeah, I already own kind of duplication, so it's okay since the Epic Games is actually free games as well. So I don't actually buy it previously, but for the PlayStation 4, I'm actually need to buy, even though it's most likely has a much lower price than when I first trying to bought it on the Steam, because yeah, during that time the Watch Dog Legion has not been released yet perhaps. So that's the reason why the Watch Dog is still pretty expensive, especially the second one, since that's the last time that the Watch Dog was released. So the game that I am trying to play on this Nintendo Switch was actually the Saints Row the Third remaster, even though I'm not sure whether how good is the remaster, because I don't see any differences, because I used to play this quite a long time ago in the PC, not long after I was playing the Saints Row 2, I guess, on the PC, because it's kind of like the continuation, even though it's pretty much different, because I do prefer Saints Row 2 instead of this game. But oh well, because sadly the Saints Row are trying to make it way much not logical, because the Saints Row 4 even weirder, which I haven't played at all, even though I'm actually already own that in the Steam and also in the Epic Games, since it used to be a free games as well. So in Nintendo Switch it was a physical cartridge, so I don't have to waste a lot of storage, I guess, on the micro SD, even though sadly they didn't release the Saints Row 2 or even the Saints Row 1 into the Nintendo Switch again, which is better. I'm not sure about the Saints Row remake, because yeah, some people say it was kind of similar like the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas Trilogy Definitive Edition, which is actually better on the original. So even though it has a lot of size in terms of the higher graphical quality, but all of the gameplay, the baseline that was consist in there is just not as good as it used to be. I'm not sure why So that's the reason why the Grand Theft Auto 6 is not really expected to be that good, because besides some of the old people that used to develop several titles before it are no longer in the Rockstar Games. And also the Hogwarts Legacy, which is gonna be the first open world wizarding Harry Potter, because yeah, the developer who developed the Hogwarts Legacy is kind of the same like the Just Cause, which is not really good in terms of the open world characteristics, so I'm not sure how they can do it with the whole different game. So yeah, Saints Row is already an icon for some reason on the
Japanese
third
commercials.
installment, even
Easiest money
though
you'll ever make.
Grand larceny's right
the
up there.
members still
ready for this?
wanted
No
to do
worries.
gangster stuff
I do my
such
own
as
stunts.
a bang.
Hey, you're just a ride along, man. So don't get
Even
all
though
hung
for some reason
I am a method actor. If I'm gonna play a scene
the
with any
graphic
degree of
quality
emotional
is
truth,
still the same.
I gotta make it real.
Trust me, Burke. It'll be real.
You're robbing a bank dressed like yourselves.
Hell yeah.
Who doesn't want to be Johnny Depp?
Ultra postmodernism.
So
I'm cool with
that's
Saints
the big
movie,
head.
but do we really
I
gotta drag
just-
this asshole actor around?
Cut Josh some slack. He's just researching his part.
to
Yeah, I
do
hope he signed a
weird
waiver.
stuff,
All right, people.
make it more cartoonish, but
Sorry,
still
jumps his line. Can we,
keep
can we
the
go again?
logical,
You
so
all know
it's
the
only
drill.
in the form of a mass.
Can I get a picture with the boss?
Say sleaze.
Get in line, bitch.
Hey, don't be a dick.
Do you call yourself gangbangers? Bunch of pussies. We should be all up in their shit like...
And it's just like
That's different.
that. So all of the back employee it's actually had the guns. That's
Plan and we just shoot
weird.
All these motherfuckers. That is my plan. Works for me.
So this video is pretty long. It's around 54 minutes. So I'm not sure whether I can also finish the Cyberpunk footage on this day after this, because I'm definitely gonna be exhausted. Besides,
Go to hell. You want to play,
the battery of
motherfucker?
my iPhone will be very drained after 54 minutes of Animoji creation. So I decided to increase the brightness, because even without the HDMI video capture is still for some reason.
We're gonna die.
What happened? Do I do my own stunts?
Hey, do these look like scripts to you?
All right, people. Let's find that ball.
It's pretty known that what's character that we
That's right,
actually
you
use
fucker.
at the beginning, because
Oh,
later we will create
Keep
our
moving.
own characters just like any others. Saints Row.
I can't believe you still think it.
you want to know who these people are?
Listen, all that matters is the ball. Let's
Which
find that. Get the
basically
hell out of
like the GTA Online, even though
like?
here. Normally, the
it
title's
still
fucking shotgun.
definitely has a character voices that we can choose.
You forget the horses. These guards are packing military-grade hardware.
So
The
it's
hell are we
not
robbing?
that personalized. Saints Row the Third used to be has a similar size like Grand Theft Auto 4, I guess, but sadly Grand Theft Auto 4 is just pretty heavy, so it's not gonna be and the Nintendo Switch, perhaps, not sure, because it's already been more than 10 years, and there is no 10 years anniversary of the Grand Theft Auto 4, which is available on the mobile. Even the Vice City stories never really make it to the mobile because there are some copyright related to the Bill Collins, I guess, which actually in the mission, so they're just too lazy to remove it for some reason. Yeah, just like any other Zoom footage, the sounds is just immediately disappear. So even though there are several teammates that was shown
No way
on
we
the
cracking
game,
this
but
thing. Ready for plan B?
unlike the GTA 5, we just
Josh,
cannot
get over here.
change
Got the tools right here,
character
Holmes.
that we are used.
So, what's plan B?
Huh? Drill it.
Fuck no. We blow it.
What? Not cool, man.
Get to work. We'll need to set those above the vault.
Hey, I think we've got company.
Looks like they're coming in from the lobby.
Characters as possible
Gandhi,
in
What?
order
We need
to
to talk.
personalize
don't.
the character for some reason.
die here. I don't want things to go unsaid.
I should be so lucky.
Let's get him.
Yeah, it's still very dark in here. I just cannot see a thing. Can actually sign autographs
Josh Byrne.
during the bank
Don't be starstruck.
robbery.
Very approachable. Want me to sign your breasts?
No. That's all right.
Yeah.
So the ammunition
By night,
was
but
actually infinite in this game because yeah, this game is just pure of unlogical things. So that's the reason why infinite ammo is
Get the
like
chopper, lift this baby out of here.
one
Hey
of the
guys, call
perspective
the helicopter.
that
Found the way
hopefully
to open the
can
wall. Don't touch it.
cool perhaps.
Josh, are you trying to get us all jail time?
What? I don't want to be some dude's bitch.
Do I have to go after him?
Forget about it. He'll be fine.
How long until the chopper gets here?
I don't know. Probably like 2 waves of SWAT guys.
Sounds about right.
So the unknown character is kind of look like a boys and a girls at the same time for some reason. And there's Pretty Lay. I'm not sure why.
I love this part.
But hell, it seems to be
I thought you two really had
easy to
something there.
decrease as
Oh, don't
well,
even
maybe
go there.
because
Hey,
it's
just
still
saying.
on the prologue. So the number of enemies not as much as the next mission. That's pretty annoying for some reason. Because we are actually use a remote drone from above to fight the enemies. So it's just pure sandbox. Yeah, the story is just a little bit weird for some reason. Because at this time the gang is actually already over, but eventually lost their fame for some reason to international
Seriously,
boss.
these guys.
Bunch of assholes.
The helicopter. Use whatever you got.
Using the attack helicopter, that's just not make any sense. So we can carry many weapons at the same time. It's kind of like the regular GTA before the GTA 5, which makes you can carry any weapons that's basically available on the game without having to replace it.
Go! You two go out the back.
And you?
Stay with the ball.
We'll see you when you touch down.
All right, let's go. Hold her steady. Where did the security come from? Stay calm and stick to the plan.
So lifting the safe on the top of the bank using helicopters, really, I wonder why they just put the safe in the top of the building instead of in the basement. And still a long way to go. Because I'm actually haven't completed this game again. Yeah, because I eventually tried to buy another game over and over again until I finally just too lazy to play the Nintendo Switch because I'm trying to focus on the PC instead. Even though I still haven't sold the game because I think this is still pretty fun to be played, especially on the mobile, pretty easily, unlike the PC, which needs to be turned on and find the directory, since I'm not using the sophisticated user interface that can run the game a little bit easier than a conventional PC game. But console is still definitely different, especially when you don't have any way to close the game instead of pressing the home button. So that's the reason why console games are meant to be more stable, unlike the PC game, which often got the amount responding for no reason. That's just so crazy because it's still using the big head, which should be really heavy. Then we got caught. That's the reason why we need to create other characters to exchange the player. But I'm not sure whether it is actually the character from the previous Saints Row or not. Because in the previous Saints Row it was kind of like the plastic surgery from the first Saints Row. So the plastic surgery that can make you have a different gender for some reason. So I tried to pick the third girl because I think I used to choose the first one when I first played this on the PC. So I tried to do a different thing. Hopefully, if I am not sure whether I can actually play the Saints Row chart on the PC, continue my previous progress, because
The fuck
I'm not
is this?
sure
We paid up this
which
month.
hard drive
Someone paid more.
I installed those games.
What happened?
We got arrested.
No.
It was from
Burke's right. We traded our dicks in for pussies. Seriously. Movie deals, commercials.
the bad sector
Since they used to
one,
mean
and
something more than
most
body spray
likely
and some
it's,
ass-kissed and energy
if
drink.
it is trying to be
A brand's worth a
recovered,
shitload of
it
money.
can only
Is
recover
that what
the
it's all
data
about?
only.
It's always
So
about the
all
money,
of
Mr. Dat,
installed games
which is precisely
will
why our
not
employer wishes
work
to speak with you.
properly.
If you'll indulge us.
And for some reason, the international boss trying to
You have any idea who you're fucking
rescue
with
us
here?
from the jail.
Of course. A remarkable likeness. These visions are Viola and Kiki, and I am Philippe Laurent, chairman of a multinational organization called the Syndicate.
Never heard of it.
Evidently not, or you would not have robbed our bank. Perhaps you wonder why you are still breathing at this point.
Actually, I wonder why my foot's not up your ass at this point.
Duplicated, but
Like it or not,
it's
Mr.
trying
Gant,
to look
our
like
organization
twins
is
for some
expanding into
reason.
Stillwater. I am offering you the chance to leverage your assets against your lives. Ladies?
You may continue to operate the Saint Soltor Media Group as you see fit, in exchange for 66% of your monthly gross revenue.
That is before taxes, of course. Listen, you French fuck.
Please. I am Belgian.
So make yourself a fucking waffle. We done here.
And I had so hoped to come to a rational business arrangement.
So Johnny Gat was killed in this game or not? Because in the spin-off of the fourth installment is an actual escape from the hell for some reason.
No, not without you.
What, there's like half a dozen guys?
So we are actually the boss of the Saints Row.
What about the plane?
I'll fly it back to
Why
Stillwater.
the icon was actually always Johnny Gat.
How are you gonna fly a plane?
Details. Just cover the boss. No, I got this.
So the Shandy is also a little bit different.
We can't leave Johnny!
He's a big boy. He'll figure out what to do.
Attention passengers, this is your new captain speaking. Our updated flight plan has us landed in Stillwater. I'd like to remind all passengers to remain seated and enjoy the flight.
See? Johnny's already making friends.
So it is actually
Oh, I can see some of our
really
passengers are getting
interesting
restless. Here's some relaxing music for your enjoyment.
and unique ones because it's actually in the interior of the Antonov cargo plane that's already modified by the old Mafia boss. But I think we'll never really see this kind of interior again. Even though it's actually pretty interesting. I always like about the interior gunfight because it actually reminds me of the Grand Theft Auto San Andreas mission where you are trying to hijack a private jet, even though it's definitely very small interior. So you can do many things there. This one is actually pretty big. The biggest plane that available on this world, but it still feels very small. And it's just really annoying because just let Shondi kill all of the people first until I get the weapons. But right now the ammunition is no longer infinite. Because yeah, we are already not in the prologue mission, even though we're still haven't got any place to lay down to save the progress. Unfortunately, we cannot enter the vehicles that was available on the cargo bay because it will be an interesting, like, several movies having a gunfight in the airplanes, like Uncharted or even Fast and Furious 6. So the health can easily regenerate. That's the reason why for a small amount of enemy it is actually pretty easy to play this game without having to do any trainer or cheat to have an infinite health. Man, it's just so dark. The only light that you can see is from the gun itself. And I'm already feel tired. Even though we're only almost the halfway of the video, so it's still
Remember?
almost 30 minutes remaining.
Johnny, we're about to jump.
So this is what
Right on. I'll see you at
makes no sense at all. Because shooting on the open air, which is just ridiculous. So the duo girls. So right now we're already got infinite ammo again, obviously, because it's like an endless free falling,
People.
which is really weird.
My enemies will last.
So there's so many cargo that was falling. This cargo. So we're using dual wield guns. This actually already exists. It's the first in a row, I guess. This is basically it's already so exists on the Grand Theft San Andreas because that's how the gangster can carry the guns. Even sadly, it's never make it into the Grand Theft 5. So yeah, that's one of the features, such as gym, which is really interesting. Sadly, it never make it into the GTA 5 or even GTA Online as well. So there's so many obstacles for the package.
Huh. I'm not gonna lie. For a minute, I didn't think you'd make it in time.
Come on, who's your girl, Sean? What the hell is that?
For some
What is what?
reason,
Hey, Sean, don't freak out or anything, but we're about to be run over by a plane.
What do you mean, don't freak out? Do you have a plan?
Sure, I shoot out the window, land in the plane, kill Philippe, and then I bounce.
You mean leave?
for some reason, the play is just going back at the same exact position.
This should be easy.
Weird. mafia boss and Johnny Cat. It just disappear.
Well, that kind of worked.
That's you.
For some reason, they just can keep their position very easily, like an invisible chair. And we're already approaching the highest building, which is basically almost as tall as the real tallest building, perhaps. I'm not sure.
You like me.
And the parachute is also can be
I'm carrying all that shit.
tracked again, just like the Just Cause for some reason. Man,
You're a
and
fucking
we
asshole.
deploy the
Yes, but
parachute
I'm your
again.
asshole.
I don't get it. What's that supposed to mean? And then for some reason, the boss is still alive in the plane.
Negotiations
I
were
thought the plane
less than
was
successful.
actually
Viola
destroyed.
and Kiki will spread the word. Steelport belongs to the Syndicate, and the Saints are not welcome. Mr. Kilbane, gather
And
your
the
luchadores
other
and bring me
gangs
their
is
leader's
actually
head.
pretty similar.
Mr. Miller, hack
Like
into the Saints' accounts. We
gangs
need
that
them
used to be
nothing.
available on the Saints Row too. So all of the money is just suddenly disappear.
The body of Mr. Gat will be a message for all who oppose the
In the
Syndicate.
middle of
There is no
nowhere.
mercy, only death. Don't mourn
The
your
city,
friend.
I
You'll
wonder
be joining him
why
soon.
they're trying to do another mission directly instead of going home, I guess.
Kind of like Bangkok's abusive father.
Not
When's the
sure.
last time you were here?
Spring break.
You know, what's up with the whole field bus thing?
You don't want to know.
You think you can show me around?
Look, I was really high the last.
So the first place that we want to go is, of course, buying a weapon.
Time I was here. Just drive. It'll come back to me.
Where's the closest gun store?
Why don't you just look up friendly
Infinite
fire on your phone?
What?
It has GPS, right? Check your map.
We should let Pierce know what's up.
I texted him. He's bringing through.
We're pretty tapped for cash. Any ideas on how we can score guns for the boys?
Yeah, we raid the guard armory.
All right, sounds good to me.
You can't be serious.
What's wrong with robbing a military complex?
Getting shot comes to mind.
All right, let's go with plan B. You raise money turning tricks.
Also, a shitty idea.
In
You could
this
always get
game,
into the
which
field
is
boss
pretty
business.
much like
Not
Vice
cool.
City
I'm just
Stories.
throwing out options here.
All right. We'll pick a fight with the
Or
military.
any unnecessary
girl.
Vice City features, which basically only
You know any guys who live around
generates
here?
money,
Yeah.
and
Keep
that's
up the
all.
alliance.
I think
You think
there's
he'd
no
let us crash there?
Already offered.
rifle gangs
Man,
that
you're really on
will
top of this.
fight
I know.
yours building, I guess. Not sure. Unlike the Godfather games, which pretty interesting to own a property because at several points
That's where I had my first
rival
on second thought.
mafia
And blood
will
began to
come
decorate the
to
lobby.
you,
During the ensuing
like
firefight,
how
the bank's
we
vault
are
was
trying
ripped
to
from the
protect
building,
our
showering rubble
territory
down
on
onto
the
the
San
bystanders below.
Andreas as
The
well, which is pretty interesting.
Here's the cash I have on me.
So the enterable buildings is pretty seamless since the first intro. But yeah. There's still not many enterable buildings. And upgrade a weapon is still pretty expensive. So that's the reason why
Where's this
we
armory? Not far.
definitely
It's on the
need to
GPS.
own many business in order to increase our incomes. And this is what makes it a little bit weird. So after escaping from
Like some hellish children's
certain
book, the sky has fallen in Steelport. 10 people are dead after several cars came
certain
raining out
powerful
of the sky,
mafia
crushing an apartment building in a fiery
fight
blaze. Dozens of bodies,
directly,
along
and
with a
this is
number of
just so
crates
weird.
and mangled vehicles, filled the streets
Just a
nearby.
group of sausage
Looters
men
raided the scene before the police
driving
arrived,
a golf
salvaging car
cars.
stereos and sex dolls from the debris. The city
There's
morgue has not
police in the
released the
middle of
names of
the
the victims
road.
killed in what seems to be
It's
a
just some
mid-air accident,
random
and no
events
plane wreckage has been
that
found.
they're trying
This
to
is Jane Valderrama
like
with your Steelport
random
disaster
on the
report.
GTA 5. It's definitely very different because the ambience, the environment, it just cannot meet the realistic from the GTA. Even though I still can accept it, though.
Night blade search for Mr. X leaves a trail of destruction.
All right, the guns should all be in that warehouse.
Wait, so how do we get them out of there?
Maybe you should have thought about that before attacking an armory.
Yeah. Seriously, how are we gonna do this with just the two of us?
It's
Don't worry, Pierce has that covered.
technically an open world modern games, which I'm quite liking better than types of open worlds such as Witcher, Skyrim, or even Assassin's Creed. So that's the reason why I can accept this kind of disadvantage, which is not as perfect as the GTA 5 or even GTA 4. So let's try to use drive-by instead of going on foot because it's
Another day, another fight.
safe in arms. But for some reason there's no hit because maybe the army are trying to be separated from the police. The car was actually exploded, but it seems to be still alive. Okay, now I'm out of ammunition for the handguns. And they're just like spawning over and over again, which is pretty annoying. This actually reminds me of Rampage. basically need to survive until a certain point of time. So it's actually increased the heat as well eventually, even though the police seems to be not coming yet. Because maybe they just don't care about the army, the Hummer cars, the Patreon. This kind of
Jeez, look at the size of that thing. Bet that's a hell of a way to end a gunfight. It will be mine. Oh yes, it will be mine.
Patreon turns into.
Aren't you?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think I knew. Or
You have?
there's a lot of peoples, and Hummer seems to be a good proof that our ammo is down. We will definitely pick up. Go outside to pick up. Just just so sleepy because I'm just eating too much on the breakfast. I'm not sure. Got shotguns.
Winning is the best thing.
Man, I'm actually almost there. Sure, why the health notes look like regenerate, or it is actually full health. That's really weird.
Here's the weapons
because
cache, and these look like UAV drone controls over here.
UAV drone controls. Are you listening to yourself,
already
Shandy?
Okay, is this really
in
the time?
I'm just saying that was eerily specific.
Not sure whether this game has an online feature as well, because there's only a call for some reason. But it was online features such as the GTA Online should be pretty interesting. If not, I'm not sure whether they can add an additional mission on the online games as well. Because yeah, we're not easy to die in this game, so it's pretty interesting. Unlike the GTA Online, it's pretty easy to die for some reason.
You know me. I love to make an entrance.
Okay, it seems to be broke, but there's still so many reinforcements for some reason.
If we're staying, maybe it's time to try those
I'm not
UAV
sure
drones.
why
Now you're just saying that to piss me off.
Just shut up and use the damn thing.
Why are we getting the hell out of here?
The boss won't leave without the bomb.
This
You
is
gotta be
actually
kidding me!
one that
focused,
I
Pierce.
need to fail several times, perhaps. But I'm not sure because there's actually only 11 minutes remaining. So I didn't shoot over and over again. Because there's so many enforcement. person could do. Just don't get it. Why the thing is can
You know what my next step is going to be? So once we're loaded up,
destroy
we're going.
a helicopter? Maybe because the helicopter was actually in the ground. So I'm actually like to use this kind of feature when destroying a gang hideout, because I don't have to waste guns.
Packed up.
Thank God.
Good thing there are also no difficulty in this game, because it's already pretty weird to have so many reinforcement of the enemy, where we are kind of like a one-man army. And I was actually failed. Quite forgot how many times, but this is actually the last mission that I definitely play, because after this we are already
Just shut up and use the damn thing.
first part, which is very
The
small.
boss won't leave without the bomb.
You gotta be kidding me!
Stay focused, Fierce.
I just don't get it. Why? What is the use of the bombs that was need to be carried from here? Because I thought the most important thing is the briefcase to control the drone. It's really bored to see as well, because it's like playing off dimensional games. Because Command and Conquer is actually better than this. Because we can actually zoom in into the battlefield until it's kind of look like 3D, obviously. So most of the mission that I was trying to complete in this game was actually just
Almost packed up.
Thank
the side
God.
mission, because I know most of the main mission are pretty unlogical and didn't have the exact good stories to follow. Boom. Really tired, because when creating an emoji, I actually need to turn off a bright lights in order for the infrared sensor to read the motions. So
Get in the chopper.
On our way.
that's the reason why having to be close up with the light is actually make you sleepy for some reason.
Stand up to me.
So I only failed once, but it's still pretty annoying. It's like forever.
Damn
was dead, but it turns out it just goes into the next checkpoint. In the head-up display, the icon was actually looked like an AK-47, but I just don't get it why it looked like a machine gun instead. And I was actually failed for one time.
Well set.
Check
Give me
this
some.
On our way.
Damn it! These guys are a pain in my ass.
I wonder why it is necessary to do that. So there's a lot of helicopter enforcement, which is very weird.
The one
that was used by Shanti is actually real AK-47. So maybe this is like the modified version that's already have drum magazines. Come on, 5 minutes remaining. And it's like forever. Still need to complete the boss, which is the 1 hour and 4 minutes. I don't know how sleepy that I will be. Maybe I will do it on different days. Hopefully at the time that I'm not really tired. For the new Watch Dogs 2, since I only tried to play the first prologue when infiltrate the CTOS San Francisco based Bloom. So it's only around 30 minutes, just like the several previous 2 Uncharted or The Last of Us first gameplay.
So what's next? What's next is you go back to Stillwater.
What? No, this is my fight too.
Girl, you don't get messy. Let us take care of business.
Fuck you. I'm doing this for Johnny.
All right. Well, if we're gonna bring in the boys, we're gonna need a new place.
You're worried about real estate? We have guns. Let's use them.
Relax, Shanti. We got it all covered.
Just don't get it. Because the guns can actually be bought directly on the ammunition. Wonder why they try to steal from the army instead. And if I'm not mistaken, Pierce is like the one that will trade.
Why do people insist on making
in the end? Not sure. Even though it's actually the one of the guy that was appear on the commercial for the gangs. So there's a lot of DLC because most of the Nintendo Switch game were included with all of the DLC, just like the Witcher Complete Edition or Burnout Paradise, perhaps, or the Assassin's Creed. I'm not sure, but there's actually still so many old games that hopefully able to be ported into the Nintendo Switch. But I actually haven't bought the Force Unleashed 1, which is just recently released. So
What happened to the party? Did it get canceled?
it is actually still pretty expensive. for the physical game, but for the digital game, it's not that expensive, even though it may not really worthy because it only contains the single games. Unlike many Nintendo Switch game, which consists of many games at once. But this one, yeah, this is not more than single game, but just single games with a complete package of the DLC. So it is all. It's the end of the video. It's only 20 seconds remaining. I'm just trying to save the progress. Yeah, I think everything seems to be saved.